Materials you'll need are your brass wreath, Norway pine, Port Orford cedar, white pine, and then whatever decorations you'll add, and twine, wire and wire cutters. So the first thing you'll do is layer your greens. So I'm starting with my Norway pine because that's the thickest. And you'll just kind of mirror them opposite to each other. So I'm stacking my Norway pine on my white pine and then adding the cedar on top. Then you're just gonna bunch your greens together like so. You're gonna get your piece of wire and then as tight as you can possibly wrap it. It needs to be very, very tight so it's secure. Then you're gonna decide where you're gonna put it on your wreath. You can either put it on the side or down low. I'm gonna wire mine to the bottom here. I feel like that's a good fit. And then once again, you're just gonna wrap your wire around your brass wreath as tightly as you possibly can. Twist it around a few times to make sure it is fully secure. In some cases, you're gonna have these smaller pieces on the side that are gonna wanna flop. And in that case, you'll just take another piece of wire and wrap it around just once or twice just to get it secured onto that wreath, but not so much that you'll see the wire. Then I'm gonna add some more greens on top here. I'm using my white pine and my cedar this time just for a lighter green. Once again, I'm wrapping that wire as tightly as I can. You'll do the same, you'll just tightly wrap it around the top of your wreath this time. Next is your decorations, and I'm using these red berries. I have 3 total, and I'm gonna use the 2. And I'm gonna mirror them just the same as I did the greens, and I'm gonna wire them together. Once again, you'll just layer those berries on top. One thing to note while you're doing this is you want to keep your wire in one spot so that you don't have a bunch of wire work to cover up in the end. And that's what the twine will be used for, to cover up all of your wire work. So it's easy to just keep it in one spot. I'm going to trim off my excess wire. Same effect, wire my berries to the top. We're almost done here. We just need to add our final touch, which is the twine, and that's going to cover up all your wire. We're just going to wrap, wrap, wrap until you can't see any more wire. You can either add a bow, or I'm just going to tie mine at the bottom here because I'm going to put my bow on the top. And then I noticed while I was wiring that it was falling down, so I'm going to add another little piece of wire on the corner here so that that doesn't flop down anymore. I'm just going to add a little bit more twine on the top here to cover up that wire work. And then I think I'm going to add a bow on the top as my final touch. Look how cute.